Is that better? Can I have an indication? Can someone just let me know if that works? Can you give me a comment anyway? Great. Oh, I'm sorry, you missed all of that. Now I'm going to go back quickly so that you can see who I am. Just hang on 1 second. This is me and my family. I'm the one in the middle, obviously. Just so that you know who's talking on the other end of the line. Sorry guys, I did not realize there was a technical issue there. Okay, so I ran through these slides quickly, the challenges you guys told me about, what is a brand, and then we're talking about how to build your own brand. As I said, I usually run with a co-pilot, so today I'm solo, that's why I can't see your comments immediately. Right, let's move on. I have a lot to go through in the short space of time, so please excuse me if I start talking faster towards the end. Right, so as I said, people want to know what's in it for them. Now, the reason why I'm giving you this webinar is to tell you that you have so many tools available right now, right where you are at this moment. And we need to start using that. That's what I started doing and started testing, and it's really working. The environment that I work in an open plan office. I cannot make phone calls from my office. I cannot phone any potential clients. I cannot phone any potential recruits. I have to do everything that I do online, and I have to use technology as far as I go. So we got things like WhatsApp, WeChat, Facebook messengers on our cell phones. We can start using those. We have the internet. We've got the email. We have our FLP 360 website, where we've got memory joggers and the CRM. And then obviously we've got social media, which I'm going to expand on a little bit later on. So social media is the thing that makes people tick today. But I'll show you the next slide first. This slide shows you all of these little icons on the slide, shows you all of the social media platforms that are available. It's mind-boggling. You cannot use all of it. It is impossible. There is so much noise out there, and in this technology era, everybody's suffering from an information overload. So choose the platforms that will work for you. Which ones are you comfortable with? Which ones do you visit often? Which ones do you enjoy? And then decide what your message themes will be. What is it that you want to say to people out there? Do you want to entice them to maybe buy your products or recruits? Decide on how you want to do this and work on a content plan. I cannot stress enough how important it is to work with a plan. If you decide to promote the C9 product this week, stick with your content plan, but decide where you're going to publish what. And take the time to prepare your material. Take the time to search for ads and images on the FLP 360 and other websites. Take the time to make sure you know what you're going to put in there. And then you need to update your platforms every single day. Not inundate your prospects with information overload, but you need to be top of their mind. They need to think of you when they are deciding on buying products. And then you need to have a call to action also in your messages. Right, so let's start with Facebook quickly. Now, in training sessions with some of our uplines, I have heard everybody jumping onto the Facebook bandwagon. Guys, Facebook is a very dangerous ground to tread on. You need to know your stuff there. Do not push content to your clients constantly. Do not place ads. I need agents. I need recruits. Buy this product. Just another diet. People are really sick of this. They just scroll past that. You will not grab their attention. The thing about social media, and that's where the social part comes in, it's about conversations. People talk to each other on social media. They raise issues. They discuss things. They ask questions. You need to go and find out where to find that, and I will show you now in a minute. You also need to be listening to what people are talking about. What is the social discussion about? What are the questions people are asking? And you need to share useful content to them. And I will show you an example of useful content in a minute. Join local groups. In Pretoria, where I live, there are many groups for different parts of the city. People that live in the same areas form groups, It's like social groups about incidents happening in the area. People asking questions about where can they find hairdressers, where does anybody know what happened with the accident on the corner this afternoon? People are really engaging in conversation with strangers on these groups, and I found it very useful. You can also start your very own group, and that is also very handy. Now I'm going to show you some examples of stuff that I used that created leads for me. Now this image that you see here, unfortunately, is in Afrikaans. Now the Huisgenoot or the You magazine is a very popular magazine in South Africa, and they published an article, a random article about the benefits of aloe vera and why people should be using aloe vera. Now I went and read the article, and first I thought it was going to be a promotion for some sort of product, and it was actually not. It was purely an article about the benefits of aloe vera. Now that is free marketing for Forever Living products. So I shared the link onto my Facebook page, you'll see it there, with my contact details. And this has created a lot of excitement because people read this magazine. People believe what this magazine says. So if this magazine says that aloe vera is a good product to use, surely people are going to start looking for aloe vera products. And then you need to be there where they start looking. This is one example. I got a few leads from this article today. It was published over the weekend, so I published it also over the weekend, and I got some leads from there today. Now this ad, you may have seen it before. It's about the C9. I actually really received a text, as it says here at the bottom. Great feedback coming in from my clients, and I received a text message from one of them saying that they've lost 18.5 centimeters around her waist. Now that is a lot of centimeters. So with this particular ad that I've shared, it looks professional, it looks nice, it's eye-catching. I created 8 leads in one day for the C9 product. I closed 2. I'm still working on the rest, but I have leads that I can now actively add into my CRM system and actively start communicating with. In the online environment, it's rare that people buy on the first click or on the first advert. People will buy on the 6th or the 7th visit to your website. So you need to start creating a really steadfast relationship there and make them want to come back to your website. Now this was very eye-catching. This was one of my most successful posts. You'll also see in terms of images, this is good quality images. I have interesting little bits of info there, always with my contact details, always with the call to action if they need to contact me. Now I also created, I'm not exactly sure, I think 4 leads with this one. You'll see they're all recent posts. They're all recent posts that I updated onto my Facebook pipeline or Facebook page. Just got a question, would you mind if I used your C9 example? You are welcome to. This is freely available on the FLP 360 website, all of these images, and I'll show you where to find them. Right, so that's Facebook. Let's go move on to Twitter. So what is Twitter? Twitter is where people discuss things that are hot in the news, hot in the industry, hot in the pop culture. It's fast moving, it's fast paced, it's where things are happening. And this is where corporate and personal brands can develop relationships with others. And it's fast paced, so it's important that you post regularly. If you post once a month, your posts will disappear along the whole news feed of everybody else posting. So you need to be in there. But the 411 rule says that for every 4 light informative contents or posts that you provide, you have to only have 1 soft sell offer and 1 hard sell offer. Now what does that mean? It means you post 4 little snippets of information without selling anything to your followers. Do not sell anything there. Only on your 5th and your 6th post can you soft sell and hard sell. So how do we do this? You keep your tweets short. You only have 140 characters to post in there. That's not a lot of space. But be interesting. Do not push ads down your followers' throats. Use hashtags. Now hashtags, that helps with trending. So for instance, I use the hashtag in front of aloe. So if anybody is searching aloe on Twitter and there's a hashtag, your post will come up. Use mentions, or if you're following interesting people, use the @ sign to mention them in your posts. And use images, people. Lines and lines of text bore people. They want to see nice, enticing images. And how do you build followers? You follow others, and then they will start following you back. And you also follow competitors. That's where you can see what's happening in the industry. What are your competitors doing? Get some tips there, see what the trends are and what they're talking about. Sorry, I'm starting to rush this now, but there's so much that I want to talk about that I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Google Plus. Why do we need to be on Google Plus? Because Google, in terms of search engine optimization and ranking, loves it when you're on Google Plus. That's how it picks you up. But also your posts need to be visual, good pictures, quality pictures, and you need to engage with your followers. Follow other people, repost their posts, and share useful and interesting content. I actually saw today on the one of the Forever websites, there are great little booklets with recipes and hints and tips. Those are the things that you should be sharing. Those are the things that you should give your followers. Right, let's move on to LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn, this is where you need to be very careful. LinkedIn is a professional environment. You cannot post your photos of your dinner or updates of where you're going. This is strictly professional. This is where professionals go to find information. You cannot push content there. And I keep on saying this, and it's a very important thing in marketing to push content. We talk about inbound marketing. Now, the whole goal of marketing today is to get people to come to you. Like I did with the C9 ad, my leads found me. I did not cold call, pick up the phone or phone people. They found me with my ad because my ad was visual, it was professional, it looked nice. That's what you need to do on LinkedIn as well. Now, the trick with LinkedIn is blogging. If you've got nice articles to share in the form of blogs or articles, that is what people read on LinkedIn. Now, how do you get followers on LinkedIn? Again, and it's all about relationship and conversation. Join groups, join health groups, join anything that has to do with health and wellness, and listen to the conversations in there. People ask questions about which companies are the best for network marketing, for instance. That's how I picked up some of my leads. That's how I actually picked up some of the leads for today's webinar and people who contacted me there. It's professional conversations, but the trick about social media is that you need to be listening more than what you are talking. Then you will hear what the trends are and what people want to hear. So Instagram is a mobile app. This is where it's mostly image sharing and it's very fast-paced. But make sure there are very few hard and fast rules there. Your images need to be crisp and good to look at because it's all about visual content in Instagram. Yeah, you can also follow other leading brands and competitors, but you need to post daily. You need to go and search through the FLP sites and all of the websites available to go and find great content and great photos. Be interesting. I mentioned earlier is to bring your personality into this. What is your personality? Do you have a sense of humor? Well, I think I've got a good sense of humor, so I will often post funny little snippets in there. Add something interesting to your post and not just the boring old, here's the next best diet, because people are sick of this. Yes, I know the weight loss industry is a huge industry, but really, people, I think you can only look at so many photos of people with fat bellies and then six packs afterwards. We need to make it interesting and do it differently. On Instagram, don't post ads, and also regram others. This is the protocol and the etiquette of Instagram is also to regram others. Now, there's a new trend in terms of hashtags on Instagram where people hashtag everything and they add about 10 hashtags to every Instagram post. Don't do that. Limit your hashtags to 3 hashtags per post, but only if you have to. My rule is I hashtag only every second post, so I do not hashtag everything in there. So a popular hashtag now is Father's Day. That's one of the trends running at the moment. Winter is one of the trends for this part of the world, and also coffee because it's cold in our part of the world. So the minute I hashtag coffee, I had so many likes on my Instagram post. It was actually amazing. Okay, now coming to blogs, which is a bit more tricky. Blogs are short articles or weblogs, and they are a great source of web traffic. Now, Google picks up blogs that links back to websites in terms of keywords, and this is a great source of traffic to your site. So one of the questions I got in terms of what you guys, the challenges you guys are facing is, how do I get traffic to my site? Now, this is the answer. It's in terms of blogs, and I'll show you where to find the blogs as well. So a blog about health tips, healthy, useful tips to people, how to lose weight the healthy way. But the trick is to always have a link back to your own website. Always link back to your site. And then you can publish your blog post. If you run out of content and you don't know what to post, you can post your blog links on all your social media channels. And that provides interesting links back to your website and for people to actually read content. But once you start blogging, you have to do this consistently. My rule is once a week, and we have lots of blogs available on the Discover Forever, the website that you can use. I actually use some of those links today. So what is one of the good things about the FLP 360 accounts that we have available is the email marketing. I don't know how many of you have used it. Can I see by a show of hands how many use the email campaigns? If you can just click on your little hand icon if you do use them. Have you tried it? Yes, I can see some hands going up there. It's great, isn't it? We have nice, well-designed, branded templates in there, but there are a few rules in terms of email marketing. You need to send out regular contents to all your past and current clients. So the first thing you're going to do after this webinar is to make sure on your CRM system that you have all your past and current clients in there. Everybody who's ever inquired about a product, anybody who's ever bought from you need to be on your email list, because emails are the one place where you reach people every single day. Every single person reads their emails apart from their text messages on mobiles. Everybody check their emails. Yes, some of the articles you may read may have said that email marketing is dead. I can assure you it's not. This is your biggest source of leads. Right, so personalize your emails as far as possible. This is where you add your lead names into the content. There is a little block or a little field where you can choose if you want first name or last name or both in your salutation of your email. Use it. People like to be called on their names. People like to read and to see their names, and then they will respond. Please, people, this is very important for me in marketing. Make sure your fonts are consistent, that you don't have Times Roman, Times New Roman. Please do not use Times New Roman in any communication to clients. It is really very old-fashioned. Make sure your font, spelling, and grammar is perfect before you send out that email. Check it, double check it, make sure it's perfect, because there's nothing worse than spelling and grammar errors when your clients receive emails, or badly compiled bodies of your emails. It needs to look neat and professional and catch their eye. And always test your emails to yourself first before you send it out to your clients, because that is the easiest way to pick up whether your links work or things are out of place or may have moved during construction. And I've mentioned this before, always include links back to your website. That is one of the very good ways to actually get traffic to your site. So what can your FLP 360 account do for you? And I have said it in the beginning, and I want to please ask you again, go sign into your 360 account now after this webinar. Go click on the links, go explore, go discover, and you'll be amazed with what you'll find there. Your CRM system is a daily tool that you need to use every day. Make sure every single person that you come into contact with is added into your CRM system. And customize your websites and add your own flavor. As I said before, we are all business owners. We are our own business owners, and we can add our own personality to our FLP businesses. Just make sure that we do not water down this magnificent international brand we've got, and make sure that we keep it consistent. So there are also FLP 360 tools that you can use as daily reminders. I'm sure you've seen the memory joggers in there. Now, that really works. If you're stuck and you really don't have any leads to contact any further, go through your tools, set reminders. You can add tasks in there. Use technology to help you build your business, because that's what technology is for. And if you like me, as I said before, I work full-time, but surely you can quickly use 5 minutes to click through or to send an email. Do that every single day, because those are the most important tools that you actually have. I've also received a lot of questions from you in terms of recruiting, and that I know it's a challenge. Now, let me give you my take on this. Recruiting is a process. I know we are taught in our training sessions that recruiting is the be-all and end-all of this business. Yes, it is. But it's not an event. This is a people's business. So you have to create a process to do this. Now, how I do this is find customers first. Find people to buy your products first. Get them to use your products and get excited about the products like you are, and see the results and see the benefits, and then you recruit after that. But build your customer list and your customer base first, because that's where your recurring income will come in. Recruits come and go. It takes a long time to get recruits signed up. I actually, via social media, signed up a recruit today, so I'm really excited because it actually works. The things that I'm telling you now really worked for me. I tested every single thing, and I got a new recruit today. So it was a good day for me. And the next point there is, all you can really control is how many people you talk to. We cannot control who signs up and who we recruit. People are skeptic, people are busy, people are overloaded with information and work from home office that they don't believe in any longer. And you guys will know from experience that it's not that easy. So you can only control how many people you talk to, and this is a numbers game, so you need to be talking to a lot of people. And you could do this a lot more easier on social media. Social media is the tool that's going to help you if you are an introvert, if you have time constraints like me, you can start conversations without ever even speaking to a person face to face. And I have made quite a few sales like that. What worked for me in terms of recruiting is I have placed online job adverts, and contrary to what our uplines have taught me, I believe in using the name Forever Living Products. Why do you not want to tell them which company you're recruiting for? We've got a brand to be proud of. We've got excellent products. So in my job adverts, I actually mention the name Forever Living Products and that it's aloe vera based, and that has worked for me. It's obviously also a process, but online adverts do work. Just be honest. Don't promise them it's a get-rich-quick scheme. We all know it's not. And handle it like a proper job application. Be honest with your recruits. Take them through the steps and help them. And then one last step. My upline is actually listening to me on this webinar. Yes, take guidance from your upline, but create your own style. This is your business, and you need to believe in your business, and you need to add your own flavor to it. So, a few tips and tricks that I want to share with you. There is nothing more valuable than your existing and past clients, because it's a continuous base of clients who consume your products, and they can order and reorder from you. But if they do not hear from you, they're not going to reorder. So make sure you look after your past and current clients. Have the details in your CRM system and continuously make contact with them. I've said it a couple of times during this webinar, but always link back to your website. Make sure the traffic flows back to your website, because that's where the sales are going to happen. And then there's an analytics tool in your FLP setup of your website. Use that. See where your traffic is coming from. Which pages are they visiting? What are they looking at? Where do they bounce off your site? And then tweak and change your content constantly. Test different keywords. Test different subject lines in your emailers, because that makes a huge difference. And I have also now given through a request to the Smile team to be able to see where people click in our emails and which links they click on. And I hope we can see that coming soon. So adjust your content. If something is not working, tweak your wording, tweak your call to action, tweak the amount of text you have in your content. Test and test and test. That's what marketing is all about. It's actually more than a science of what people actually believe it is. So keep your business simple. and find the middle of the road that's going to work for you. You cannot use a strategy that works for everybody else, but it does not work for you and your personality. So decide what is going to work for you and stick to it, and do that over and over and over again. The other thing is keep on learning, keep on being inquisitive, keep on reading articles, keep on finding material that can help you to develop, keep on learning, because this is the only way that we're going to keep abreast of the online world out there. Online marketing is changing rapidly. And in network marketing, yes, we are taught to sell via a certain recipe, but the world is changing and we need to be changing our business according to that. Because where are people spending their time? They're spending their time online. So you need to start investing in your own development and understand how this works. I want to tell you, please do not give up during the tough times, because economies are tight, and you just need to continue doing what you are doing. So I'm going to give some time for questions now. If there are any questions, please type them to me, or you can raise your hand if you'd like me to unmute you, and you can ask it to me directly. I would love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear your questions. If you would like to get advice on something else or anything I can help you with, please let me know. I don't see any questions yet. If you want to be unmuted, you could just press a little hand icon there. You are welcome to also email me your questions. And I'd like to hear your feedback, whether this has helped you. Please test these things and let me know. Did you see results? Did you find anything in here that could help you? Was there anything that made a difference to your business? And I will certainly help you change the way you're doing things if you need me to. You have my email address there. I will also be sending out this webinar recording to you guys with all the written notes. Again, I'm sorry there's so much text in there, but that helps just if you read the notes afterwards, just to make sense of all of it. Thank you. I see comments here that people are not using their FLP sites fully. Yes, I know. I agree. There is so much there that you can actually use, but you need to go and explore. You need to go and click on the links. You need to find out how it works, and I can help you with that. If you have the FLP Smile team is available, but if you have specific questions, please let me know and I can help you with that. So if there are no further questions, thank you very much for joining my webinar. I hope you make lots of money. I hope you sell lots of products, and let me know how it goes. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.